The Two Trees, a lesson in growth and success, a story about challenges, choices, and what it truly means to grow. One summer, a young boy traveled to his grandfather's countryside home. For the holidays, a quiet place surrounded by green fields, gentle winds, and a warmth that only family could offer. He loved spending time with his grandpa. They would walk through the garden, sit beneath the tall trees, and talk about everything and nothing. But one particular afternoon, as the sun began to set and golden light spilled across the porch, the boy turned to his grandfather and asked, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be successful. Can you teach me how to succeed in life?" The old man smiled a deep, quiet smile and replied gently, "Come with me, I'll show you something." He took the boy to a nearby nursery and bought two small, identical saplings. They were both young and full of life, with soft green leaves and delicate stems. Once they got home, the grandfather planted one of the saplings in a flower pot and placed it inside the house, near a sunny window. The other, he planted outdoors in an open space under the sky. Then he turned to the boy and asked, "Which one do you think will grow better in the future?" The boy thought for a moment, then answered confidently, "The one inside, of course. It's safe, no storms, no animals, no harsh sunlight." Grandfather nodded. We'll see," he said with a knowing look in his eyes. Soon after, the holiday ended. The boy returned to the city with his parents, leaving the two trees behind and the question unanswered. 4 years passed. The boy, now a teenager, returned to visit his grandfather again. Life had changed. He had grown taller, wiser, and more curious. As they sat together once again on the same porch, he remembered his question. "Grandpa, do you remember when I asked you how to be successful? You never gave me an answer." His grandfather chuckled softly and said, "Yes, I remember. But first, let me show you something." He led the boy into the house. There stood the tree that had been planted in the flower pot. It was alive, still green, but small. Its roots were shallow, its branches thin, and its growth limited by the walls that had once protected it. Then they walked outside. The boy stopped in awe. The sapling planted outdoors had grown into a magnificent tree. Its branches stretched wide, offering shade to travelers who passed by. Its roots were deep and strong, its trunk thick and powerful. It stood tall against the sky, weathered, yet unshaken. "Which one grew more?" the grandfather asked. "The one outside, of course," the boy answered. "But how is that possible? It faced storms, heat, and danger. Shouldn't it have struggled?" His grandfather nodded slowly. "Yes, it faced many hardships, but those very hardships helped it grow. Every storm made its roots stronger. Every challenge taught it how to survive. The tree inside was protected, but also limited. It never had to struggle, so it never learned to grow." He paused and placed a hand on the boy's shoulder. "You see, my dear boy, if you always choose what's comfortable, you'll stay small. Real growth happens outside of comfort. When you step into the world, even with its dangers and pain, you'll discover strength you never knew you had." The boy stood silently, eyes fixed on the tree as the wind gently rustled its leaves. It suddenly made sense. The hardships the outdoor tree endured weren't its enemies. They were its teachers. The real lesson, his grandfather continued, "People think obstacles block their path, but the truth is, they are the path. Every challenge you face is a step forward, not backward. Don't run from discomfort, face it. Let it shape you, deepen your roots, and make you stronger. In life, there will be storms, but storms are not meant to break you. They are meant to prepare you, to test your foundation, to help you discover what you're made of." The boy nodded, eyes still wide, heart full. "Life is an adventure gamut." Grandfather smiled and added, "Think of life like a great adventure game. You don't grow stronger when everything is easy. You grow when you're challenged. Just like in a game, you level up every time you overcome something hard. Every puzzle, every twist, every fall, it's all part of the journey. So don't be afraid of the hard parts. Embrace them, learn from them, use them." Final words, "Rise, Oasis." The sun began to set behind the trees, painting the sky in hues of orange and gold. The boy took a deep breath. He finally understood. Obstacles are not roadblocks. They are bridges. They don't stop your journey. They shape it. They're not the enemy of success. They're the secret to it. If you want to grow tall like the tree outside, you must be willing to face the wind, stand through the storm, and trust your roots to hold you firm. So here's the truth. Safe choices might protect you, but they also confine you. Challenges may hurt, but they make you unshakable. And success doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from rising again and again despite it. So rise again and again, like the tree, like the storm never scared you, because now you know better.